My child, my cherished one, your presence here is not random. This moment has been guided through unseen doors, carried across barriers meant to remain sealed, and delivered to your eyes at precisely the right second. One day soon, you will understand why. A man of vast fortune, wealth beyond imagination, spoke your name in his final breath. And because of what he whispered in private, heaven has now released a message meant only for you. What was hidden is about to surface before time erases it forever. Something beyond the natural is unfolding. I watch the ticking of time. I see your pause, your doubt, your hesitation. So listen closely. Open your heart wide. Open your awareness even wider. Because what arrives next is not ordinary. You may not remember this man, but he remembered you. He kept a record, a sealed note, a protected secret. And when the doctors said his final moments had come, he did not ask for lawyers. He did not call for accountants. He spoke only one name, yours. The room fell silent, because that was not coincidence. That was destiny confirming itself. Now hear this carefully. If you walk away from this message, if you dismiss this moment like others before, what was meant for you may quietly move toward another, not because it was stolen, but because it was left unclaimed. I am not here to frighten you. I am here to deliver what was written in secrecy. So before we go further, pause and make a decision, not with your hands, but with your will. Stay present, stay open. Because each second you remain here, you move closer to what has been trying to reach you for years.
I stand as your messenger and protector, says the guardian of light. And if you remain until the final word, this moment will be recorded where heaven keeps its scrolls. Let this be your inner subscription, your choice to continue. You have seen signs before, dreams that felt too real, chills when no one was near, numbers repeating, a voice calling you from the edge of sleep. That was not imagination. That was preparation. This moment was scheduled long before you were born. And now I have been sent with one purpose, to uncover what was concealed. This is not only about wealth. It is about identity, about knowing who you truly are. Meetings were held in unseen realms where your name was spoken. Forces tried to block this path, but heaven declared, enough. So do not stop reading now, because unfinished moments close doors, and blessings left unattended often find new owners. Yes, 2 people near you have tried to reach toward what was not meant for them, close enough to smile beside you, close enough to touch your life, yet not chosen for your assignment. They appear harmless, but hearts are visible where human eyes cannot see. Plans were whispered, messages erased, accounts prepared, an unseen theft you never expected. But hear this. You were never meant for struggle without reward, never meant to live under inherited limitation. A chain meant to break long ago was delayed by interference. Now heaven steps forward, not gently, but armed with correction. Angels surround this moment. Do not scroll away. Because what was hidden is opening. There is a number written beside your name in the heavenly record. A figure so large your mind would doubt it. Not only money, but authority, legacy, influence, purpose. The moment you open this message, a countdown began. This is not comfort. This is activation. When that wealthy man spoke your name, a vault in the unseen opened. A file was pulled. An inheritance was authorized. But because of past interference, the release waited. Now the voice from above has spoken. Let it go to them. They have waited long enough. So I whisper to you now, do not miss what returns only once. Even now, those around you sense a shift. Some grow kinder suddenly, some grow distant, because they feel the atmosphere changing. Light now surrounds you, and what is sealed by heaven cannot be touched. But prepare space within yourself, not physical space, inner space. Clear fear, clear attachment, clear old ties that no longer belong, because blessings need room to land. What is yours cannot be stolen, but it can be delayed, and your waiting has lasted long enough. The gates are opening. Your name is being spoken again, not in final breath, but in rising destiny. And when your name is called this time, it will be followed by honor, access, and reward. The scroll is not yet finished. More is still unfolding. This is no longer warning. This is fulfillment. You walked through fire. You waited through silence. You believed when nothing moved. Now the silence breaks. What you read now is permission to step into what was postponed. You once asked, "Why do I feel close to something great, yet nothing happens?" Because your blessing was assigned, but your circle was not ready to carry it with you. Some blessings are too sacred to share with those who never wept beside you. So heaven delayed it, not denied it. Delayed until you could be trusted, not to hand your miracle to those who secretly wished your fall. Now you will not walk alone. The next chapter begins here. And the ones who stayed until the end will understand why they were led here in the first place. This is more than spiritual symbolism. What begins in the soul will soon take form in your physical world, but only after your inner being accepts the complete truth. And here is that truth. You are no longer confined by lack. You are no longer controlled by emotional games. You are no longer an easy mark for smiling faces that quietly benefit from your delay. Heaven has issued a final verdict, and that verdict is simple. This is your season. As you absorb these words, the atmosphere around you is already shifting. Some feel warmth spreading through their chest. Some feel a sudden chill. Some feel emotion rising without reason. That is not coincidence. That is recognition, your spirit responding to a divine call. This is not manipulation of emotion. This is alignment of timing. You did not find this message. It found you. And listen carefully. If you leave before the final unveiling, the gateway closes again. Not as punishment, but because sacred moments follow sacred timing. Now hear this. The wealthy man's final breath carried more than sound. It carried a key. A coded release designed to open a heavenly vault only when the chosen one awakened fully. Beloved soul, that chosen one is you. He saw your name written in light. With trembling hands and fading breath, he declared, "Release it to them. They will understand its purpose." Those words carved a path in the unseen, and at this very moment, you are walking that path simply by reading. Do you remember the nights your tears soaked your pillow as you asked, "When will it finally be my turn?" Do you remember birthdays spent alone, trust misplaced, doors closing, chances lost? Heaven remembers every one of them. That is why this blessing is not only favor, it is not only provision, it is justice. Justice for being overlooked, justice for being used, justice for loving without return, justice for choosing integrity while others advanced through deception. This miracle is not reward, it is divine correction. You were never behind. You were concealed until the precise moment of reveal. And that moment is now. Few will ever hear what comes next. There exists a spiritual record,
a living document bearing your name, your assignment, and the resources assigned to your destiny. It remains sealed until today. Those two individuals once near you attempted to interfere, to alter, to claim what was never theirs. But your name is written in ink no counterfeit spirit can erase. When this message ends, signs will follow. Conversations will open unexpectedly. Messages will arrive without effort. Long delays will dissolve. Your discernment will sharpen. Those who once unsettled you will feel uneasy in your presence. Not because you changed, but because you now see clearly. Light has found you, and darkness cannot remain where light stands. The final instruction is close now, the step that activates what has been revealed. But I ask one thing, do not leave before the final word. If you walk away now, the activation pauses. Clarity softens. Momentum slows. Only those who remain until the end witness what few are permitted to see. And you have already come far. You are nearly at the threshold. So stay. But understand this. Heaven works through timing, and timing is a door that opens and closes. This is a no moment, not to frighten you, but to show you how rare this alignment is. Many live entire lifetimes without arriving this close. You are inches from what you once begged for in silent prayers. This is no longer a message. It is a transfer disguised as words. You have reached the gateway. Final seals are loosening. Your true name, the one heaven speaks, is being written beside something permanent, abundant, sacred. You are chosen. You are remembered. You are ready. Now breathe gently. Let your heart settle. I remain with you, but now I speak not with urgency, but peace. Heaven does not rush you. God does not threaten you. True miracles arrive in calm certainty, not panic. What belongs to you will never require fear to receive. You have carried questions about money, trust, and loyalty. It is okay to feel uncertain. It is okay to feel wounded. But wisdom outgrows suspicion. Faith outlasts fear. This message is not to make you doubt others, but to help you recognize your worth, your boundaries, your strength. You are learning to guard your energy, to honor your time, to say no when something feels misaligned. That is growth. That is miracle. Not every victory requires confrontation. Some are won through quiet clarity. Your financial path is not cursed, not doomed, not broken. It is shaped by your choices, patience, consistency. Effort is blessed. Honesty is honored. Wealth remains only where wisdom lives. You are being prepared for stability, not chaos. Peace, not pressure. Security, not fear. Do not view others with paranoia. View yourself with courage. Ask, am I managing wisely? Am I planning clearly? Am I trusting with discernment? These questions build destiny. Heaven is not warning you of loss. Heaven is teaching responsibility. That is the real blessing. That is the real miracle. The story of the wealthy man reminds you, life is brief. Purpose is eternal. Use time well. Love deeply. Build carefully. Speak kindly. Save wisely. These are sacred habits. Now I speak peace over you. Peace over your thoughts. Peace over your finances. Peace over your relationships. Peace over your future. You are not late, not forgotten, not weak. You are evolving, learning, becoming wise. Walk forward in confidence. God walks with you, I stand beside you, and your destiny is secure. Beloved soul, your patience is rare. Your trust is precious. Your presence here was never accidental. This is no longer a warning. It is a blessing in motion. Pain has visited your eyes. Betrayal touched your heart. But what arrives now is inheritance, clarity, peace, direction. Those who once betrayed you cannot do so again, unless you permit it. Today, heaven gives you strength to say no without guilt, courage to release without anger, wisdom to protect what arrives next. This blessing was not delayed as punishment. It was protected until you were strong enough to carry it. And look at you now, still standing, still seeking, still chosen. You carry not only light, but vision. The moment you trust that vision, everything shifts. That is why you were guided here today. Not in crowds, not in noise, but in quiet space where heaven could whisper directly to your soul. You are being guided not just to breakthrough, but to discernment. Not just to receive, but to manage wisely. Some opportunities were delayed so blessings would not break you. Now they will build you. You will not lose again what you once cried for. The inheritance spoken of is not merely numbers in the bank. It is authority over your future. Hold it with wisdom. Walk with peace. And know, you were never reading this by accident. There will be people who return once they feel your energy rising again. But now, you will read their intentions clearly. Not with anger, but with awareness. Not with vengeance, but with illumination. The same light that once made you a target has become your shield. What heaven has sealed cannot be touched. Yes, the final portion of this blessing is still unfolding. And before it arrives, you must understand this. Your heart must become a place free of fear. Your inner world must have room unoccupied by those who no longer belong. Because the next stage of this miracle needs space to land. Not physical space alone, but emotional space, spiritual space, mental space. Make room for what is coming. Otherwise, it will pass like wind through open hands. When the wealthy man spoke your name, something split open in the unseen. A record was retrieved, an inheritance unlocked, a sacred transfer authorized. Yet because interference once came from those close to you, the full release waited. Now, for the first time, heaven has declared, release it to them. Their waiting is complete. And so I come with urgency in my voice. Do not miss this moment again. Do not close this door. Do not allow familiarity to steal what destiny reserved for you. Stay until the unveiling is complete. Even now, those two individuals sense the shift. They feel restless. Some suddenly act kind. Others quietly withdraw. Their spirit has recognized the change. Light now surrounds you, and nothing can stop what approaches. But for a little while longer, remain inwardly still, not silent, but centered. Because what comes next will explain everything. After this, you will never question your worth again. I know your heart beats faster now. Something inside whispers, this is different, and that whisper is correct. This is not a message shaped by human thought. This is release, signed in heaven and open because prophecy has met its hour. What that man saw, what he spoke, what he released into the unseen, was always meant to reach you at this exact time. If you leave now, the final piece remains unknown. You would walk away from something purchased in suffering and prepared in gold. So receive what follows with your spirit. When your name was spoken, your divine record was pulled forward. Angels gathered. A review began. Every tear you cried alone. Every kindness you gave while lacking. Every prayer whispered in secret. And heaven said, this one is ready. Not because of perfection, but because of perseverance. Not because of perfection, but because of perseverance. This blessing is not pity. It is prophecy fulfilled.
What others around you do not know is this: a shift has taken place in the realm of inheritance. What was hidden is now exposed. What was blocked is now opening. Something meant for you, opportunity, resource, position, provision, was once delayed. And those who recognized your value more than you did attempted to claim it. They smiled. They acted unaware. But I see the designs. I see the whispered plans. I see the concealed motives. I am not here to frighten you. I am here to awaken you. Opposition never forms around emptiness. It forms around destiny. And you carry something royal, something eternal, something heaven refuses to waste. This message passed through resistance 3 times. It was delayed, interrupted, redirected. But I pushed through, because your name is written on this miracle. So do not step away now. Not this time. You are surrounded by those who speak of your past while sensing your future. They feel the doors that open when you move in silence. They notice the atmosphere shift when you pray. That is why they remain close, not to protect, but to position themselves near your rising. But heaven has declared, no more shared crowns with hidden thieves. Many blessings sent toward you were once intercepted. But now I stand with a blade of fire, cutting false ties, severing disguised connections, clearing the path for direct arrival. This is the beginning of reversal. Stay word by word, because doors close quietly when timing is missed. Listen now to your soul. You are not imagining the sense of spiritual theft. You are not irrational for feeling resistance before every rise. Those feelings were confirmations. What was lost through generations, wealth, peace, honor, stability, is now returning through you. But only if you open your hands to receive the guidance given here. What comes next is not easy, but it is worth everything. Stay with me. Your next decision shapes your miracle. When that wealthy man spoke your name, heaven paused. He was not your family, not your neighbor. Yet his soul was bound to your destiny through an ancient promise to God. If you show me one who carries your light, I will not let them leave this world empty. He thought he would fulfill it in life. But you were hidden until now. So with his final breath, he activated what belonged to you. And here is the hardest truth. Even after all you endured, those who delayed you still believed you would never rise. They never expected this moment, never expected this interruption, never expected heaven to step into their silence. But now their designs crumble. Because when God releases someone, no family pattern, no curse, no barrier can hold them back. The inheritance is first spiritual before physical. But what happens in spirit manifests on earth. When you accept this message fully, the first signs appear. A call, a letter, a dream, a conversation, a name you overhear, and you will recognize it, because this time, it is truly yours. Those who tried to take from you triggered their own exile. Jealousy always reveals destiny. No one envies emptiness. They saw your light before you saw it yourself, tried to harvest it, but no longer. I stand between them and your future. They will not cross again, unless invited. And after today, you will not invite them. You now have clearance to rise, permission to step forward. Chains broken, illusions exposed. Your name is already spoken in rooms you have not entered yet. Your spiritual wealth is active. That man saw not only you, but what flows through you. Lives changed, generations shifted, miracles released. That is why he spoke your name. When he did, angels moved, portals opened, heavenly documents were signed in your favor. Now, the instruction is simple. Do not walk away. Do not doubt. Do not stop here, because everything you waited for is now waiting for you, and what comes next seals it all. You are still here, and that means your spirit has not surrendered. There are no coincidences. Not this message, not this moment, not this sequence. God speaks now, not through thunder, but through clarity. And clarity is exactly what I was sent to deliver. The place where your blessing has been stored is more real than every pain you've survived. There exists a realm where obedience, endurance, surrender, and purpose are counted like currency. And listen, beloved one, you are not in debt there. You are in surplus, in eternal divine credit. While others walked away, you remained loyal. While others laughed, you continued believing. While others took, you kept giving, and heaven recorded every moment. That is why you still breathe, because what was written for you has not yet completed its course. But now, it begins. Let me reveal something that will finally explain the strange patterns in your financial life. You were never cursed. You were protected. Blessings were delayed not because you lacked worth, but because the ground around you was unsafe for release. There were people ready to consume your harvest the moment it touched your hands. Hands prepared to strip what heaven intended for you. So heaven said, "Hold it, not yet." And now that you are awake, aware, aligned, the gates begin to open. But only if you remain in this moment. Only if you choose to stay. Those who once tried to slow your rising are now facing light they cannot tolerate. Soon you'll notice tension, smiles without warmth, eyes that avoid yours. You'll sense it in your body before you see it outwardly, because your energy is changing. You are carrying favor they cannot imitate, and without saying a word, it exposes truth. Do not fear this. Do not fight it. Simply witness it. Heaven is separating what belongs from what never did. You are being set apart for something too sacred to remain hidden. This message waited years to reach you for one reason. Your heart was not ready before. You loved those who resented you. You tried to rescue those who secretly hoped for your fall. But something inside you has matured, a sacred boldness, a deeper knowing, a quiet strength. And when that shift occurred, heaven said, "Now, send the word." That is why you read this today, not years ago, because the old version of you would have given away what the present you can finally hold. Now, hear what comes next. Within the next 3 days, a sign will appear. Personal, unexplainable, impossible to dismiss. It may arrive as a name, a message, a forgotten paper, a sudden opportunity, a repeated number, a vivid dream. When it happens, rejoice. It means the miracle is no longer waiting. It is moving. But understand this gently. Heaven works through timing. If you abandon this moment too soon, the window may close. Not forever, but long enough to delay again. Not to frighten you, but to show how rare this alignment is. Many live entire lives without standing this close, and you are only steps away. Do not scroll away from what you once begged for in silent prayers. This is no longer information. This is transfer wrapped in language. You have reached a threshold. Final seals are loosening. Your true name, the one heaven speaks, is being written beside permanence, abundance, and sacred inheritance. You are chosen. You are remembered. You are ready. And now the final truth draws near. Take a slow breath. Let your heart soften. I remain here, guiding gently, not with pressure, but with clarity. Heaven never rushes you. God never threatens you. True miracles arrive in peace. Never panic. What is meant for you will never require fear to receive.
Now listen to this mystery. When the wealthy man spoke your name, even heaven paused. He was not your family, not your neighbor, but his soul was bound to your destiny through an ancient promise to God. If you show me one who carries your light, I will make sure they do not leave this world empty. He believed he would fulfill it while living, but God chose a greater plan. You were hidden for a time, now revealed. With his final breath, he activated what belonged to you. And here is the hardest truth. Even after all you survived, those who hurt you still believed you would never rise. They did not expect this moment. They did not expect this message. They did not expect heaven to interrupt their silent schemes. But here we are. I see the names. I see the plans collapsing. Because when God decides to release a life, no family pattern, no curse, no barrier can stop what follows. You are still reading because your spirit recognizes truth. Your heart whispers, "Stay. This is for you." And your spirit is correct. This message does more than inform. It activates. It reopens accounts once frozen. It restores your name where it was erased. It calls back blessings lost through delay, betrayal, jealousy, and silence. The moment is close now. But if you stop early, momentum reverses. I say this gently, in love. There is still more you must see. What has been released in your name is not only money, it is influence, territory, honor, restoration. Rooms are prepared. Agreements are drafted in the unseen. The only question left is whether you believe enough to stay present. That is why a chief messenger was sent, not a lesser one. Because this is not a small moment. This is a once-in-a-generation turning point. A sea-opening miracle, recognized only by those chosen to see it. So I ask you, do you wish to know what was left for you? Do you wish to uncover what was buried? Do you wish to reclaim what was written into your bloodline before your birth? If yes, remain. Do not let comfort steal destiny. Do not let distraction delay it again. What is approved in heaven now awaits your acceptance on earth. I have not left your side. Even as you breathe, your spirit is responding. Your body feels what your mind is still processing. You were never meant to miss this appointment. I have been sent with sacred fire to guard this revelation until you are ready to claim it. That wealthy man's last words were not emotional, they were prophetic. With his final breath, he opened a vault engraved with your name. Not only physical wealth, but a line of divine favor meant to shift generations. Two individuals attempted to intercept it, calling your blessing by their name. But heaven does not mislabel miracles. Heaven knows exactly who you are. Now I speak plainly. The one you defended for years, the one you forgave until your soul ached, and the one who appears only when you are doing well, draining energy while wearing innocence. These two fell out of alignment. Jealousy became interference. But I have been commanded to end it. Truth may sting, but truth will free you. Heaven refused to release your breakthrough into a space still hiding betrayal. Now exposure arrives, not to shame them, but to awaken you. Chains lift, weight dissolves. You have been giving while others quietly took, sleeping beside secrets that blocked your flow. But this message is intervention. You are no longer alone. If you wondered why doors opened, then suddenly closed, why money promised never arrived, why peace began then collapsed into confusion, it is because unseen interference touched your gates, but mercy has arrived. Right now, old contracts are being canceled. Energy once drained is being restored. Yet the final key still remains ahead, which is why you must stay. In the coming hours, you will see shifts. One person distant, another suddenly reaching out, another speaking words confirming this message. Not coincidence. Confirmation. Remember this moment when it happens. Heaven never reveals without purpose. Heaven never warns without reward. You are being observed now, not by humans, but by angels. And they await your choice: return to silence, or step fully into destiny.